Okay, here we go, right out of T1, making a few right-hand turns. If you look to the right side of the screen, you'll see that magenta arrow. That is where you would be at this part of the course. Coming out of T1, you make a couple right turns, you accelerate down past to your first turn, which is coming up. As you can see, the roads are rather bumpy and quite small, so with the full triathlon, there could be quite a bit of traffic. And you have to watch yourself, especially on the turns, because I presume there's going to be one bike lane on each side of the road. Now, there's a small hill right here. One thing to keep in mind as you're coming off the swim onto the bike, since there is a rather short period before your first turn, use this time to warm your legs up. Don't push too hard. Do a lot of cadence and get into the ride, because for the Olympic, which I think everybody's doing, there'll be 4 laps, plenty of time to get used to the course. Making our first turn, we turned a little early here. I think the turn's a little bit further on, but however the turn is going to be, it's going to be tight, and again with lots of people. At this point, accelerating south down past T2 again. We'll get there in a minute. Here we have just a few moderate turns, nothing serious. Now, there was some rain the day before, so if it does rain before the race, take in consideration there will be puddles. You see one coming up here, which can be a hazard. So here we're going to pass transition on your left side there. So there'll be traffic coming in and leaving the course at this point. And so as you pass transition, the road does widen up to a full 2-lane road, which gives a little bit of leeway, a bit more than you'll have in a couple other parts of the course, one which we just left, as you saw. Now, one of the things that's a little bit different about this course, there are speed bumps, so you have to keep in mind. Here, I found the way around one of them to the right side. I only suggest that if you feel very confident. That would be the first bump coming out of transition. So if you look on your right side of the screen, you'll see the green area. That is approximately where we're at now. Leaving the green area, making that subtle right turn to go, I guess it would be west or southwest. A really good race tactic is to check the winds the morning of the race, the day before. If the winds are out of the west, you know to expect headwinds if heading west, and the opposite would be, of course, be true. This allows you to plan your race tactics accordingly, and also gives you a psychological boost because you feel more prepared for the race, and you won't be surprised by something unexpected like that. And again, another speed bump right as you're finishing that subtle right turn, so either slow down, get off the bars, at least be prepared for it, because you may not see it coming with the traffic ahead of you. One of the key skills in racing a bike leg such as this, where there will be quite a bit of traffic, is a high level of situational awareness, and that is keeping a mental map of everybody around you, where they are and where they're going. So if something does pop up, a rider goes down, you know where everybody's at, and you can get yourself out of that situation. It also, again, psychologically helps you feel confident and ride faster. And so here we come up to the most difficult turn of the entire course. If you look on the right side map there, it's the orange area. You'll be turning in against the actual grain of the curve, making the turn now, and taking it quite wide, which would be dangerous during the race since you will be having oncoming traffic. Let's take a look at that again in slow motion. Here we go again, coming into the curve. If you look to the right side, you will see there's a pothole there, there's dirt. It's rather treacherous if you hit it wrong. I'm taking the turn here about 20, probably too fast, as you see, although I hit the apex pretty good. I'm taking the bike into oncoming traffic, which is not good. So probably maximum speed here would be 12 to 15 miles an hour on that turn. and you want to accelerate out to your next turn, which is coming up. Again, as you see here, the road has gotten significantly narrower. We have barriers on either side, so you're really restricted in terms of any emergency maneuvers you can do here. So keep your eyes open on this section of the course. Side. Here we are heading back out to the orange turn, label on the map to the right. This execution of the turn is a little simpler, that the angle of attack is less, but you do have the same considerations in terms of oncoming traffic as you did entering this road. Coming in, going wide, you'll be into traffic. Here, you'll be having traffic come at you, so keep your eyes open here for people going wide on the turn. I'm opening up too much here. You won't have this luxury. You'll be forced to the right side of the road where that bumpiness is right there. So on that turn, both going in and going out, keep your eyes open, slow down, and watch for oncoming traffic. Here we are coming up to the entrance gatehouse to Virginia Key. This is a good visual reference to let you know there is a turn coming up to head back on to Virginia Key for the rest of the course. As with other parts of the course, there is a speed hump here just parallel to the shack on both eastbound and westbound, right there. Not necessarily something to be concerned about, just know it's there. Probably not necessary to slow down at all for that one. Just past the gatehouse, there is another speed hump. You can hardly see it right there, and that is coming up to the U-turn. We turn a little bit early here. I think the actual course goes out to the main road and makes the turn. Making the turn just as we pass the gates here. Here we are heading back out onto the race course for the longest straightaway, which is eastbound. You will have the sun in your eyes, so keep that in mind. Make sure you bring your sunglasses. A little choke point here. Again, situationally aware. Keep track of everybody where they're at. And just stay safe, have fun, and race fast.